Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
2020-2021 basketball season this year is brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Teresa Stafford of Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Give her office a call at 774-5900 for your next insurance quote, whether it's home, auto, or other coverage.
Go to that.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
The 2020 Frisco League Championship Tournament is brought to you by Post Pawn Shop of St. Robert. Give Dan a call for all your pawn shop needs at 573-336-3441.
In overtime, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
eXp Realty agent Stephanie Rome is a proud sponsor of the Dixon Bulldogs. Give her a call at 573-528-9935 for all your realty needs. You can also reach her at stephanierome.exprealty.com or visit her at 945 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert by the front gate. The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Be sure to check them out on Facebook at Dixon Athletic Booster Club. And welcome back here. We are here for game number 2, and joining me for this first half, we got good old Steve Risler, the Licking Girls coach. Coach, good, pretty good game last time, and you know it went well.
Yeah, I thought we really we knew there wouldn't be very many people here at a 5 o'clock game, but we had good enthusiasm from the bench, and we had a lot of girls score and a lot of girls got to play. I think we played 15 girls, so I think like 12 of them scored. So yeah, we needed that after our first game. With playing St. James, they might not lose 1 or 2 games the entire season, so it's really hard to gauge, how good we were offensively against a team that good defensively. So it was good, and LAQUEY played hard, and they're long, and and their coach got after it, and I heard him at halftime. But here's the starters. Now they got 8.
Number 5, we set them up. Number 12, number 24, Rodney Martin. And number 10, Alex Hall. This is still from Jamestown. Now the Hornets from the fourth quarter, the next man there. Number 4, Romina Moss. Number 10, Alex Hudson. Number 23, Al Clayton. Number 25, Bell Harley. And number 31, David Cole. This is Coach Nate Roy.
All right, and coming into this game, I believe the only game these teams have competed in is Dixon, which was a loss to a good Steelville team.
Yeah, Dixon lost pretty good the other night against a really quality Steelville team. Yeah, Steelville's known for their 1-3-1.
Steelville had, I think, probably 3 girls close to 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", at least that big out there.
Yeah, they're good size. Both
Yeah.
girls all state. Perkins girl shoots it, and then the Church is their point guard. She has an endless motor, and then he's got some good younger kids too. They really buy into him. Seth's a really good coach, and I think he won their first ever district championship there, and then I think they've either won 2 or 3, but they've been in the finals several times too. There we go. It looks like.
And tip going to the Bears. Bears in white, Dixon in red.
And then 1-2-2. Looks like they're running wheel, Harley. Uh-oh.
And we're going to have a jump ball to start this game out after the jump ball. But, Dixon, really a young team out there overall.
Yeah. Richland's doing their diamond press again. They're really good at that. They probably have, probably about it. They have 2 of the top 3 or 4 players in the league on the same team, and Cole and Moss. And then they surround them with really good role players. Bell's a good post player. And then they got shooters coming off the bench. Belshie and Allen. And then it looks like the girl from last year earned a starting spot. 23. She came off the bench last year.
Yeah,
Her sister was a good player.
Yep. And Dixon, opportunity for free throws to start out. First one is not quite on target.
Oh, man.
Got her.
Wrong team. Yeah, Abby Latham. Her sister was tough. Yeah, she must have worked hard over the summer. She didn't start last year. I knew the Moss and the Cole, they both played with a high-level attack team in the travel circuit, and I think Bell might have played on that same program. But I think she's younger than them. I think she's really young for her class. So,
Now
it's a good pass.
Yep. And, they seem to be favoring that underneath pass right to the basket. They're always driving to cut to that score right there.
Dixon's playing a 1-2-2, kind of a 3-2 look, and they're just setting up their diagonal passes from slot to corner. The wings are supposed to be rotating down. That's actually not the post player's ball. Right there's a good shot.
And just a reminder, this is the Security Bank game of the week. That bank shot is brought to you by Security Bank. For all your needs, they have 3 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert. Check them out.
Yeah. Here comes Allen. She's a really good set shooter. Because that's her second. Latham's got 2. That's quick.
That's a big blow, though, for Richland right there, for her to be off the court right now this early.
Yeah, they're deep enough. They can gamble some. Nancy likes to press and play up. At what point, though, will the fatigue set in on Dixon? Because Richland will just keep bringing them, keep pressing. Cole is so long. It really feels like she's been in high school, for 8 years. I remember her freshman year, she was like the only freshman that played with the other group, with Moss and Latham. They were good. The district champions, too.
Yeah. Now, that middle school group from Richland, they've really been competing against the high school and working with them through the summers. And
what do you mean, like the group of juniors now?
Yeah, they've been with that group really from 7th grade on, really working with them and improving as they improve.
Here's that 3-2. They're just going to a big 2-1-2 set.
And they're going to pick up some free throws, but seems like that 3 is not quite hitting early in this ball game.
It'll come around. They can shoot it. Trust me, I know for a fact.
Now, underneath, though, they are really doing a great job of getting to the basket and drawing contact to get fouls.
Yeah. Richland last year against us, 10 threes in a row. I mean, they can flat shoot it, especially when when they're dialed in.
Last year, Richland did a great job during the season, and
that should have been an offensive foul.
yep. But last year, you guys beat Richland in the championship, and then they came back and wound up beating you during the regular season.
Yeah.
Good games, both games, really, though.
I mean, they beat us at their place by 4. Yeah, I mean they were really focused, and they won our conference. That just shows how tough our conference is.
Yep. And
they won our conference.
Yep. We're gonna take a quick break here for a timeout. 2020 Frisco League Championship Tournament is brought to you by Post Pawn Shop of St. Robert. Give Dan a call for all your pawn shop needs at 573-336-3441.
How do you protect yourself and others from coronavirus?
Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth.
Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects.
Together, we can help slow the...
All right, here we go.
And both these teams really doing good on defense, pressure-wise out there. They're tied right now, so they're both getting to the basket.
Dixon baked in a shot. I don't know if they can hang around. They got to get better looks. Richland's going to get there, so their shots are going to fall. They just have too many weapons, I think.
Richland looking for that three-point opportunity at first, and there's that three-point shot we was talking about.
Yeah, Moss she's a pass-first point guard, but when they need her, and she can really shoot it. She'll play at the next level for sure. I've actually talked to a friend of mine at Three Rivers. He's interested in her. That's where my player last year went. And Cole's already signed with Baker University out of Kansas.
So you guys coming out of the last 2 years, both been to Final Fours, and I believe both have met the company of Stratford both times in the Final Fours.
No.
I believe, or was it just this last year?
Just last year. The first year we played, we lost to Lutheran North, and then we lost to Trenton.
Okay.
Yeah, this last year we beat Macon, and then lost to Stratford. But
and I think Stratford with 2 losses in the last 4 years or 5 years, something like that.
No, they had.
They may only have 1 loss last year.
No, they had more than that.
Did they have more?
Yeah, they lost to Republic. They lost to Just City Helias, and they lost to Skyline.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't win their conference either. So the 2 teams in the Class 3 championship neither won their conference. But I mean, it's hard to win on the road. Richland's really good, and especially at home. I'm just really happy we get them at home this year.
Yeah, I have never been to LAQUEY's gym still.
LAQUEY?
That is, or not LAQUEY, but Licking's gym.
We're sitting here.
Yeah. That is the one.
It's pretty nice. We got the old school movie theater seats, but it'll be fun. I hope they bring a bunch of people, and I can promise you right now I won't get a technical late. I think Thompson's going to use a timeout here really quickly.
Dixon.
I mean,
close to a offensive foul there.
Actually, it looked like she leaned early. I think Melvin probably should have called something there, a deep block. Now, who's 13? I don't recognize her. Wait, is that Belshie? Yeah. I can't see from this far away. You need to get better seats.
So let's say I got the deluxe skybox seats for my end up here.
I got to get better contacts.
I went the first half of that last game without glasses there. That was interesting. You got a monitor right next to you right there.
Well, that's too easy. Oh, that's not Belshie. That's Muse. She's a 5'5" junior. Hey, Cole makes her living at the free throw line.
Yeah.
She's probably legit, maybe almost 6'1". She's so long. At the top of that 1-3-1, she's so nasty.
I've seen her play everything from guard down to play a post player out there.
5.
She can really just sub in for whatever position there is.
It's
And
like they're going full court man now, mixing it up. Now this has been her. If she can stay out of foul trouble, she's as good as there is in this area, not just Frisco League.
First,
you got to think their resume last year was legit. You know, they had Walnut Grove, took them to the wire, and they won state. You know, won state Class 1.
Yeah.
You know, I think they only beat them 7 or so, and it was a game. They beat a big school there at that Lebanon tournament. You know, they kicked our butts. You know, we're their third best win.
So with some of the COVID issues here, how's your schedule gone this year so far? Has it changed a lot, or has yours really not changed a whole bunch?
We are one of the few schools that we're going to play. You know, we're going to follow rules if you ask us to, but we're going to play, and we're going to do everything we can to get our kids playing. You know, we have a really good, really supportive school board that understands the importance of extracurricular activities. There you go.
And
that's a 9-0 run. It was 5-5.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of time until they start heating up.
Thing with Richland is they can sub in and sub out pretty quick, and they can keep players fresh.
Oh, yeah, and we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah. Something I try to do with my teams is I do a 5-in, 5-out offense if I can, and you know, I don't call timeouts. I look at it from a track coach's point of view, like passing a baton. You want to switch them out as quick as you can, and you want to have fresh people. And
I don't know. I'll take your word for it.
I believe it worked well for me last year.
Shut up. Like 5th grade boys, dude.
Hey, they're 6th graders.
Oh, I apologize. No, I think not calling timeouts cost John Wooden his winning streak. He refused to call timeouts because his ego was too big. Teams make plays, and you gotta end runs.
Yep.
James got to get a timeout here.
I did have one game where I won the game thanks to my Chris Pills offense.
You had the best shooter in Southwest Missouri history on your team?
No, I did the Chris Pills delay offense.
There's another one. Get a timeout, James.
This is a point where, you really want to – you don't want to call a timeout here. You want to try to switch something up, switch your defense maybe, try something different at this point.
Well, he's just been limited by numbers there. I mean, their dance program at Dixon is just taken off.
I think they got however many cheerleaders are down there, and they probably got –
names. Butch was there. That's 3.
That's 3 in a row in the last 30 seconds right there, I believe.
So they're on a 17-0 run.
Ooh, that may have been a backcourt. That was awfully close to that.
It's not. You have to have 3 points over.
Okay.
She had 1 foot in the ball.
Okay.
You have to have both feet in the ball, 3 points.
Okay. I was always thinking the foot was the
no.
Once you cross your foot.
That's a rule that a lot of parents don't know. Also, the rule that you can slide with the ball now. It's not a travel. You hear people screaming, that's a travel. It's not. They need to let the fans know about rule changes, like the offensive foul now. If the girl sliding in to draw the charge isn't set before the shooter leaves the ground, then it's supposed to be an automatic block. I haven't seen that enforced yet.
Yeah, I know college they do, where if you're in that little circle down there.
That makes it easy on the officials. I mean, high school should go to that.
See, I'm surprised they don't have a, circle where. I've seen a few times they've called a few fouls where the offensive player interfered with the defensive player a couple times away from the ball. They're starting to call that a little more now.
Yeah, I mean, with 3-man crew, they should see everything.
Used to be, a couple years ago, you never would get a foul away from the ball when two people were disrupting the others.
And it just, yeah, I mean, it just depends on the officials, really, what they're paying attention to. You know, we've played all over, and, you know, different officials call it different, and I can whine all I want to, but my girls and me, we have to adjust to how it's being called.
Yep. You may go to Southwest Missouri and have officials that are, you know, completely different styles of basketball.
I'm telling you, the girl can play.
And 41 seconds in this first quarter. It is a nearly 20-point lead already.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Dixon's shorthanded, you know.
Dixon, with their younger players, they stick together. They could have a pretty good group in a year or so.
Right. Dixon will be all right. They're playing the cream of the crop right now,
yep.
though.
Yeah.
You know.
This conference really for basketball with you guys, Richland, Crocker.
Newberg just walked in, don't forget that.
Yeah, Newberg. I mean, 4 teams here could all be in the final on any given year in the right circumstances. Well, especially speaking of Newberg districts last year, they came out and came in really not favored and defeated a good Richland team last season.
They beat Richland twice last year. And then Newberg also lost to Crocker. I mean, it was just crazy. I'm telling you, playing on the road in the Frisco League is really hard.
Yeah.
Home court advantage, and, you know, we travel.
And 26
that was a
to
great pass. That was.
I believe that was.
She's
yeah.
looking at a triple-double this game if she gets to play the whole game.
Oh, yeah. And 26 to 5. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we will be back.
It looks like
any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
eXp Realty agent Stephanie Rome is a proud sponsor of the Dixon Bulldogs. Give her a call at 573-528-9935 for all your realty needs. You can also reach her at stephanierome.exprealty.com or visit her at 945 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert by the front gate. The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Be sure to check them out on Facebook at Dixon Athletic Booster Club. So coming out for the second quarter, we have the ball going towards Richland, and Richland leads.
Dixon.
Oh, Dixon. My bad. Forgot the switch. But looking at your schedule for later on, you have the Rolla Holiday Tournament and the Rogersville Tournament. So
yeah, Rogersville Tournament, we just added our tournament in Kansas got canceled. So it's a 16 tournament. It should be tough. It's us, Rogersville, Sparta, who's a good Class 2. Stratford's in that. Webb City, and Springfield Central, who's got a D1 signee. She's going to Memphis.
Nice. Now, Webb City is a powerful program in the COC on that side of the spectrum over there.
Yeah, that was a good move right there. See, this is what I like about Nancy. She knows that in these types of games, it's hard to keep your intensity up, and it's hard to keep your focus, and you can get really sloppy. But she's calling timeout, and she's telling them, keep your focus. I don't care what the scoreboard says. You guys know what you're supposed to be doing, and to be a championship level team, you know, you have to maintain that even during blowouts, and they will.
I believe she's won championship at Richland. I think she might have been. She's been to the finals. She was at Waynesville before.
Yeah, she
back years ago.
Was it Crocker?
Crocker?
They got.
Then I don't know about Stoutland. Wasn't she at Stoutland for a while too? There.
Yeah, she was two stops at Stoutland actually.
Okay.
But the game at Crocker's, they were really good, and they ran into Crane. Actually, I think one year they ran into Gainesville, and one year they ran into Crane. And the Crane game is when they hit the three at the buzzer, and it shouldn't have counted.
And that was Morgan Moss again, or?
Yeah, that's Moss's fourth. I mean, if she gets any space, it's going up.
You really can't leave her alone anywhere. That was probably a college range shot and offensive foul, it looked like.
Stanley's getting into it tonight.
That's one of those player control fouls I was talking about that used to not always be called there, that they're starting to really focus on the offensive player.
Oh, that was an easy call.
Yeah, it's an easy call, but they're not always called, though.
Nice slip. See, they didn't do this last year. This is new. That girl shoot it.
A lot of good ball movement and another offensive foul.
No, I wouldn't call that an offensive foul.
Well, position foul, I guess.
Just call it a push.
Push.
On an offensive foul, you don't shoot free throws. Yeah, there we go.
So it is an offensive foul.
I mean, they were on offense.
Yeah. Just a foul away from the ball. So do you get time to enjoy anything besides licking basketball? You ever get time to watch some college games or?
Oh yeah. I watched. I was gonna watch that Tyson fight Saturday, but well, I moved out in the woods, out of town, and our internet's not good enough. So, but I really I watch a lot of that stuff.
I upgraded mine to 250 down, which is very fast.
I don't even know what that means, Alan.
That's a 3, though. That means.
There's 5.
She is probably gonna have.
Hold on. They're on a.
Well, they got
27-2 run.
Yep.
I mean, Nancy can win by as much as she wants to win by.
Let's say Dixon's
She's gonna
only.
play all her kids, trust me.
Yeah, Dixon's only had a couple points, and
that girl's a freshman, correct?
Yeah.
I've heard she was coming. That's pretty good.
Yep. Now, really though, some of these.
Nice pass.
See the movement like that? They're just able to get the ball down court and, quick passes just like that. Something you can't let them get behind you when you're on defense. Now games like this. Oh, we got another foul, but games like this are good for learning, especially like even your game. I've seen you put in a lot of players and worked on offense a little bit and worked on passing.
I mean, I've been on the other end of those, so I don't like, we didn't press much. We pressed like the first 4 minutes, but you also don't want to show, I saw her hit 6.
I've been on the other end of a 30-point loss, and the other team was still pressing in the fourth quarter on us.
Yeah, that's not right. I mean, you're not going to make many friends in the coaching world doing that.
No.
Frisco League coaches are all, they all understand. There's like unspoken rules.
And the one thing with the Frisco League compared to bigger conferences is, say you guys in Richland win a district title this year, the rest of the teams will support you guys and they'll follow you through the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get like the Ozark Conference or the COC, they're not they don't care if Hillcrest wins a district title, Waynesville doesn't.
Well, Hillcrest ain't winning anything, so let's keep it real. Well, I think Hillcrest is in the Hermitage tournament.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's one tournament, baby. That's where I'm from.
And they're not the top seed, I don't think, either in that one.
Marshfield is. That's another big school being in Wills. My boy at Clement Springs, Hall of Fame coach Ron Rhodes, he's the 2 seed. He's going to win some games. He's got a nice squad, and they're limited with numbers too. He's got a really nice post player. I mean,
and there's that quick down court offense again that, she could be wide open, hit that layup right there if she gets underneath it, right?
Oh, yeah, that's something a lot of girls' teams don't do. We do it. Richland does it well, is we pitch ahead. Like, we don't say, okay, you're my point guard. You bring the ball up the floor. You say set. You know, I hate when my girls say set it up. They're not allowed to say that. We just play basketball. We can do the same thing the boys' teams can do. We throw the ball ahead, and we shoot a lot of threes, and we block a lot of shots, and, you know, we want it to be exciting. And Richland does the same thing.
Yep.
I think that last year when we played them, I think there were like, oh man, it was like 12 or 13, maybe 14 threes hit in the first half combined.
Yeah, it was good.
And, you know.
Now the one thing I guess you're gonna miss, or well, I'm gonna miss being able to call this year is, you know, usually in that Rolla tournament, there's always a Waynesville Licking matchup, which I don't think Waynesville's in it this year. I don't believe the girls are in it.
Either.
So that's, you know.
We only played once, Alan. And they thumped us. I don't even think I knew you then. It was when they
maybe not.
They had that girl. They were good.
Well, they have 3 players right now that are playing in college from, you know, back several years ago. Yeah. Rashana Stone.
Yeah, they thumped us up.
Yeah.
In the semifinals, and then the next year they lost their first game, and then they went to the pink and white.
No, last year, I believe, was it last year you guys had your rematch with Lutheran North?
Yeah.
And you beat them last year? And
yeah, last year we beat them. They beat us at the Final Four, and we beat them on the college court there at S&T.
Then you guys pushed Rolla pretty good in that championship game last year.
Yeah, you know, Rolla's just a horrible matchup for us. We know what we're bad at, and that's exactly what they were good at. With Yonke and Pritchett and Campbell, they were just too big.
This year they're not much smaller. I mean, they're younger, but they're
smaller. They graduated 6'3", 5'10", and Ellie Rogers, and another big. I mean, they've got Savannah Campbell, and then they surround her with a bunch. You know, Libhart is the real deal. Bang.
That's 7-3, I believe, for Richland in this ball game, probably.
Maybe 8. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, they're just comfortable stepping up to that line, hitting the 3-point shot right now.
And you got legitimate shooters in Cole, Moss, Belshie, Allen. Yeah.
And good defense by Dixon this time to get down court, but, you know, really hard to. These Richland players just get down there and they're able to just score, even with the defender on them.
Cole and Moss play a national schedule in the summer, so there's probably nothing they haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
And I know they played in that same program with the Missouri, All-Missouri Attack. They played, like the other team had, you know, Compton from Stratford, Stokes from Mount Vernon, the big girl from Ash Grove. I mean, if they're practicing with those girls and they were going to the same tournaments all over, I mean, you can't not get better. Like, is that a double negative? You can't not get better. You have to get better. And it shows. You know, I always feel like us, with Licking trying to compete with the Southwest Missouri teams and, you know, and other schools like Newburgh or, you know, Dixon, we got to drive 100 miles to go play in a league or, you know, go play, you know, in teams like Stratford and Fargo. They're right next to a gym. You know, and our parents have to sacrifice, you know, they got to drive 100 miles one way on a weeknight to go practice. It takes a big commitment, a big monetary commitment, and a big time commitment.
Yeah, no, I believe the courts does a league down there in Springfield. Is that?
No, the court's closed. It's all volleyball now.
Or is it the center down there that opened up in?
The center is in Rolla.
Let's say Stratford opened a place. I forgot what they're called.
Yep. And then the field house on the south side of town.
Yep. But those places, I think they do leagues now, and.
Yeah, and I mean, who wants to drive from Licking to Stratford on a Tuesday night during school?
That's.
Parents don't get off work till 5 or 5:36, and then, you know, it's just really hard for us to compete at that level.
Yep.
You know, and I bet every kid from Richland on this team right here has been there their whole life. You know, same with us. We don't get transfers. We don't get move-ins.
Now, one thing I know, I've talked with, actually, Joe Bill Dixon. I'm sure you know, heard of him.
Yes, I've heard of Joe Bill Dixon.
But he's one of the,
cross-country legends.
probably one of the best cross-country coaches in the Midwest that you can find. But he's led many state championship teams, and I remember him talking about. I think it's still the same way, but you can't take Licking High School to a national high school tournament postseason and play them as Licking High School.
I don't know.
Because
for basketball?
Yeah, like for any sport, you can't take
really
tournament. But like what they do, they do the Nike National Championships for cross country and all that. He had to give his team, he had to call them the Zizzers. He couldn't use the actual team name because the high school rules, they consider that, more than amateur or something at that level.
Yeah. I mean, we have Michigan State's guidelines. We have our seasons, and we can't play past this, past this date and this date. And if you play outside of that, then if it's during school year, you can't be represented. You can't represent your school. And your coaches can't coach you unless they are your son or daughter.
Yep. I remember a few years ago, the first coaching experience I had, you was helping with Rolla up there, one of the Rolla girls.
Oh, yeah. With me?
Yep.
Yeah, I coached. Luke Floyd was still the coach, and I coached his girls. And he was supposed to coach mine, but we didn't get enough girls to play.
Yeah.
We don't have enough kids to where during volleyball season. I mean, basically my whole team plays volleyball. They went to the Final Four 2020, got third.
Yeah,
Kylie Taylor's an all-state libero.
And Rich looks like Dixon's thrown in there. They got 2 subs on the bench, it looks like.
Yeah, they had 8 to start the game.
Of course, you were also part of me getting my first, victory coaching-wise there. You probably didn't plan to give me that victory at first, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
that one slipped your mind.
Was that really your first win?
That was. I call that throwing someone under the bus.
You got a 20-point lead.
I kept a 20-point lead.
So what Alan's referring to is a game at the courts with the Raw Dogs, and I got thrown out for no reason.
I think they only got 1 technical foul, too.
Technicals. He just threw me out.
That's right. They didn't shoot any technicals either. So
I told him to worry about the game instead of the fans. Anyways, I've matured since then.
And then I had a couple more wins when you happened to sit there on the bench and support me a little bit there.
That was like 3-4 years ago.
You can say you molded me to become the coach I am today.
God. Let's not go that far. I don't even know you. Where did you get the no timeout thing?
Chris Bills.
Are you kidding me? Oh, you missed it.
And so at halftime, we have a 52-18 lead. And for your halftime entertainment, we'll have highlights from Saturday. And we will see you in about 10 minutes here.
All right. I'm going to bounce. See you, man. It was fun.
Yep. That was pretty fun.
Bouncing back and forth.
That one.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, see ya. I'll see you Wednesday.
Any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The 2020 Frisco League Championship Tournament is brought to you by Post Pawn Shop of St. Robert. Give Dan a call for all your pawn shop needs at 573-336-3441.
How do you protect yourself and others from coronavirus?
Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth.
Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects.
Together, we can help slow the spread.
And clock will run out. And with that, the Lady Tigers will pick up a victory over the Lady Hornets will pick up a victory over the Lady Tigers. Thank you for watching.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
eXp Realty agent Stephanie Rome is a proud sponsor of the Dixon Bulldogs. Give her a call at 573-528-9935 for all your realty needs. You can also reach her at stephanierome.exprealty.com or visit her at 945 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert by the front gate. The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Be sure to check them out on Facebook at Dixon Athletic Booster Club. And now we are going to run down this clock. And we're going to end that with a steal. The Crocker Lady Lions will pick up the victory here as the final score in this game is 50-28 in favor of Crocker. 2020-2021 basketball season this year is brought to you by American Family Insurance Agent Teresa Stafford of Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Give her office a call at 774-5900 for your next insurance quote, whether it's home, auto, or other coverage. For all your deer processing and other processing needs, check out Tom's Slaughterhouse on Highway A in Montreal, Missouri. Give them a call at 573-346-5233. They are open throughout the day for deer processing during deer season. They are a proud supporter of the Richland Bears and Lady Bears basketball programs. Iberia, the defending champion. So last few seconds. And ending the first half, we have 38-25 in favor of the Crocker Lions. Stoutland underneath, shot up, and Stoutland connects. Shot no good. That will sail out of bounds. 6 seconds left in the game, and that will do it here. The Crocker Lions will earn the right to face the Iberia Rangers on Tuesday.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Visit Security Bank of Pulaski County at their 3 convenient locations in Waynesville and 2 in St. Robert. Security Bank is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. They're also supporters of the Waynesville Tigers, among other area basketball teams. Give them a call at 573-451-2265 for all your banking needs. Security Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing opportunity lender.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Check out Alan Hilliard Sports for all the tournament updates and live video. Parts City Auto Parts is a proud sponsor of the Richland Bears and Crocker Lions. Check them out in Richland for all your parts needs. Looks like the sun is down already at 5:30. That's about normal. 3-point shot by the Wolves. And 3-point shot is good, so 30 and 8 o'clock for those games. And Dixon, I believe that was a 3. That was a 3. And makes it, a lot of times cuts around out for the playoffs. Another deep 3, so Dixon is back in this ball game. Dixon underneath, back cut, shot up, shot in, and Dixon will connect on that. So probably the last play for this quarter if Newburgh plays it right, or they could score right away. Looks like Newburgh decides to score, and Newburgh will take a lead. Both teams have to keep scoring, though. A 1-point game. Neither team can settle down at this point. Good rotation, and the Wolves take a 3-point lead to making things like this happen. Deep 3 for the Wolves, and wow. Clock continues to run down, and 1 second on the clock. Bulldogs have opportunity to ice this game away with an excellent second half effort by this team. Both teams really had an excellent game.
Each of us are accountable to our families and to our community. For instance, we each shoulder the responsibility of safety when we are driving, respecting the rules of the road, honoring stoplights and stop signs, and being courteous to one another are key. We are counting on each other, and we are counting on you.
Let's make sure that everyone from pedestrian to driver, from the youngest child to the most senior among us, makes it home safely every time. Traffic rules keep all of us safe, and that includes you.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
eXp Realty agent Stephanie Rome is a proud sponsor of the Dixon Bulldogs. Give her a call at 573-528-9935 for all your realty needs. You can also reach her at stephanierome.exprealty.com or visit her at 945 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert by the front gate. The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Be sure to check them out on Facebook at Dixon Athletic Booster Club. So coming out of halftime here, we are 52-18 in favor of the Bears right now. Coach Rizzler has moved on his way here. Thank you for him for joining me for that first half. It was a great time. And Dixon didn't connect on the first shot. Another pass down court. Second attempt, own rebound, and 54 points now. So once again, we may be in a 30-point difference at the break here again, and that will bring up a running clock. Richland once again is able to score. So that is, I believe, 40-point difference right now. And reverse shot by Dixon, not there. Rebound Moss underneath. Good pass to Cole. Cole on the shot, and Cole will score. So now we're at 40. Told you my math wasn't the best. Never fear. I will figure it out. Even numbers work good, by the way. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching these ball games. Thank you for Security Bank for sponsoring this game in particular. This is the Security Bank game of the week here. Both these teams, I stream their home games this season, so I will have the schedule every couple weeks posted, or probably every month, and check them out. Support these local teams. Please remember the score of the game does not reflect the difference. Big steal by Richland, another shot. Moss can't quite get that one. Ball still bouncing around a little bit though. So the final game scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. We will see roughly as we get closer to that time when it's going to start. It's about 50 minutes from now still. And 3-point shot by Moss, no good. They had 8 in the first half, at least 5 for Moss alone. And long three. Another good pass by Richland. Couldn't quite get the shot. Got the rebound though. I don't know if that's a three-pointer she can take there. That may be a little excessive. A little closer. Dixon not guarding the three. Off target. Offensive rebound. Another three by Cole. And that three connects. So 63 points for the Lady Bears now. First game ended 66-16 in favor of the Lady Wildcats. So the winner of this game will face, we got a lot of subs coming in on both sides, but the winner of this game will face the winner of Newburgh and Plato. Crocker will face Licking. I believe we are streaming back live here. We lost internet connection for a minute there. You didn't miss too much. Another three by Richland and shot by Dixon. So Dixon not done with it yet. Dixon still hanging in there. I was a little concerned when my internet just said something. When my internet decided to say, would you like to connect to your hotspot? Because that wasn't a good sign. Three by Dixon. That's going to be short. So we are back. Looks like it's working on my end. And I will piece this together, put this on the page later tonight or tomorrow. Richland look for the three in the corner, off target. Offensive rebound though. Richland continues to drive in. Richland will pick up some free throws off that foul. So 2:19 in the third quarter. I have not done a good job of keeping up with that little 1 minute clock. And first free throw, no good. Dixon underneath, almost gets the bucket. Good drive by the Lady Bulldogs. It's 1:45 in this quarter. We still have a 40-point ball game. It looks like Richland is going to move on. Dixon will move to the other bracket, and I believe my little program got taken here, so can't give you too much more detail than that right now. I think good old Steve Rizzler borrowed my program. Dixon up, draws the foul, so they will pick up a couple free throws. 1:08 still in the third quarter. We're going to have a running clock, so we will probably start about 7:45 if they start early. I don't do the scheduling, but I would imagine that's probably what's going to happen. Score wasn't right. Main scoreboard is correct, though. And Richland another three, and that goes in, so we will have a running clock to close this ball game again in the fourth quarter. Both these games going pretty quick tonight. Biggest ball game was the Dixon Newburgh boys. So that brings up a jump ball. Ball nearly stolen. Dixon keeps it. Good pass, good shot, and Callie Marr on the bucket. And good drive. We're going to have a travel, though. So 5 seconds left on the game clock. Once again, thank you to all the sponsors that have made this tournament possible to cover and the teams you cover during the year. Long shot off target, and going into the final quarter, 69-28, advantage Richland Bears. Security Bank of Pulaski County at their 3 convenient locations in Waynesville and 2 in St. Robert. Security Bank is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. They're also supporters of the Waynesville Tigers, among other area basketball teams. Give them a call at 573-451-2265 for all your banking needs. Security Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing opportunity lender.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated. I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji!
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Check out Alan Hilliard Sports for all the tournament updates and live video. Parts City Auto Parts is a proud sponsor of the Richland Bears and Crocker Lions. Check them out in Richland for all your parts needs. So just a reminder, this is a running clock, and also if the stream does go out for whatever reason, like it looks like it may be trying to again, I will be back on the same page, so just be sure to check that out and watch that. So probably about a 7:45 start time for the final game of the night here. So be sure to check it out early if you are wanting to watch the game or come here. We may be running ahead of schedule. Tomorrow is the boys' matchups. IBERIA is the top seed. They will face CROCKER, I believe. Then Dixon will face the winner of that game. And another rebound by Richland. Ball just glanced off that bucket. Bears deep three, that's off the glass. And whistle, so travel. Forgot to dribble a little bit on the ball. You have to dribble once in a while there. One good thing with youth basketball is you get to work with kids, and the goal of youth basketball is not to win every game. It's to try your best and improve on your skills. I've seen several former players of mine over the last 2 seasons. January will start up once again, so be sure to check those games out. I need someone who wants to stream the games for me while I coach. That three's no good. And stolen and picked off like a true defender right there, and that basket goes in. Things are getting cold out there, so if you know someone who needs coats or things like that, think about if you're able to help them out, feel free to try to help your neighbors out. Because times are still tough out there. There's still people struggling with work because of their jobs. And I think we have an internet issue again. It says we do. But I will stick with this the last few minutes here and see what happens. And Dixon still alive in the ball game. Another steal by the Bulldogs, one-on-one. Up, another shot. So Dixon not ready to lay down yet. And that is I think that's a 3. That's a 2. Second high score. Richland had 66 yesterday. Clock continues to tick away. So following this game, Newburgh girls will face the Plato Lady Eagles, assuming the internet is cooperating. Richland goes the other way, decides to slow it down. This is a chance for younger players to get involved, but both of them continue to fight away here. I will piece this game together if you're having issues viewing it later tonight when I re-render everything, so don't worry, it will look in its finest of glory. It's actually looking pretty good on my end, the video, so you know, sometimes internet has issues, but we will work through that. 1:40 left in the ball game. This game is pretty much over. Richland will move on to face Newburgh or Plato, and Dixon will face the loser of, well, they'll face there's a play-in game somewhere in there too, so I can't for sure say what the other side is going to be like. I think they may wind up playing Stoutland possibly, because I think the 8th seed falls down to this side of the bracket. And final minute of the ball game. Quarter not able to take a knee like in football. That, the game will end. The Richland Bears will pick up the victory here and move on 81-32 over the Dixon Bulldogs. Thank you for watching the Security Bank game of the week, and Moss is our player of the game for that with multiple three-pointers. So we will see you in a little bit for game 3 of the night.
At a time when kids may be confused by an invisible villain, there's an elite group helping them understand and be safe. They're fighting what's out there by staying in here. They are the Stay Heroes. Meet the Great Hygiene, expert at washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and objects. Dr. Distancio is a master of physical distancing and virtual playdates. And General Fields uncovers emotions and harnesses positivity. Your kids can become Stay Heroes too. Learn how at stayheroes.org.